Hello, I'm Helen McNair and I'm a radiographer at the Royal Marsden NHS Trust in the UK. And I'm very excited to be speaking at the ASMART and NZ IMRT conference this year. It's a pity we all can't be together in Melbourne, but the big advantage is we can listen anytime and tune in. So do log in and attend the conference. I'll be doing two talks. One talk is about the future and changing role of the therapeutic radiographer. It really is an exciting time for therapeutic radiographers or radiation therapists. And if I think back in my career, which has been many years, the role of the radiographer has changed because of all the advances in the technology and all the changes in patient care. But I really do believe this moment in time is one of the most exciting. And I'll be talking about the role of the radiographer with the MR-Linac and adaptive radiotherapy. So if you're interested in that aspect, then do attend the conference and come and hear it. It's a pity we all can't be together, but doing it online is really good because everyone will have access. So take this opportunity and advantage, and if you want to hear more about it, log in. I will also be giving a talk on the patient and public involvement in practice. Gone are the days when patient and public involvement in research and in clinical practice was a tick box exercise. And I think we as health professionals have an awful lot to learn from hearing about patients' lived experiences and also involving them in our research. Patients and the public are people like us, and actually they can contribute a lot to the design of the study, to how we disseminate the study in particular. I think that's one big gap of how patients don't hear what happens to the research after they help us with it. So come along to this talk and hear some examples of how to involve the patient and the public in your research. I look forward to answering the questions that you'll have as well. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Mike Velick and I am a radiation therapist and scientist here at Princess Margaret Cancer Centre in Toronto, Canada. I'm going to be joining you guys at the ASMART NZ IMRT 2021 conference virtually. I like to talk about everything related to radiation therapy. If you want to know how we can exploit more information from our image-guided radiotherapy practices to really push the needle and see how we can improve outcomes, please join my talk on dose accumulation. If patient experience is more your interest, please come listen to me on how I think we can really shake up our radiotherapy practice to really better serve our patients. So I'm going to be talking about person-centered care. I hope to see you guys there.
Hi everybody, Adam Stewart, convener for ASMART and NZIMRT's conference for 2021. I'm here at home at Western Health today with one of my charges, Mia, who is going to be one of our presenters this year at the conference. Mia, tell us a bit about the title or the concept of your project you're presenting and a little bit of insight into the project itself.
So the project I'll be presenting is a general radiography based project that's from a study that we performed at Western Health earlier last year. It's all about pelvic templating and for total hip arthroplasty and the different methods, different pitfalls we as radiographers face with templating and how that influences patient outcome and the surgeons up in theatre as well.
When you sort of review and look back on the project itself, tell us a bit about what you've learned, how the outcome of the project, and also, I guess, clinically, the manifestation of that and how that's come about.
Yeah, well, I suppose you have to come and watch to see exactly what we learned out of the study. But I think for me it was really interesting going from the whole lit review process to all the way up to publishing, which we've just found out we got approved for JMRS. And as far as clinically, just seeing how the results of that study has really, I know personally really influenced me when I'm now templating for pelvic hip arthroplasty, but also just in general Western Health, it's really got us to review our processes and made us become a lot more accurate.
It definitely has. I guess the last thing to touch on, obviously, is I had a look in the program and the co-author, absolute jet, total gun, worth the price of admission to come and see yourself. But look, Mia and I are both looking forward to seeing all of you come and attend, looking forward to our presentation. So jump on board, we look forward to seeing you there. Hi everyone, Adam Stewart, convener for the ASMART NZIMRT conference, which is now obviously virtual. And just to give a bit of insight into some of the things you can expect to see at our conference, I'm here today with Jessica McCann, who is an educator here with me at Western Health, and she'll be presenting on
the halo effect.
The halo effect.
Yes.
So Jess, tell us a bit about your presentation, what people can expect to see, and what they can get out of it, and who it's aimed to.
So my presentation, The Halo Effect, is something that I've come across as a junior clinical educator that had to escalate rather quickly to a senior educator.
Thanks, COVID.
Thank you, COVID. And basically it's about taking away those biases that we seem to form just as human beings against people and making sure they don't get involved when you actually come to assessing and judging students.
Excellent. So who do you think, what sort of attendees can get, I guess, takeaway messages and worth coming to watch your presentation, you think? Who's it aimed to?
Really well aimed at junior clinical educators like myself, probably even senior educators that have been in the business for a long time, aka Adam.
Right.
And just even anyone that's really supervises students, it's just an easy thing to do as a human being in your everyday life to make those biases, and anyone would benefit from coming along to see that.
Awesome. So sticking with the theme of what was vision is now revision, again, probably revision again.
Let's hope not.
Looking at our revision, what have you been able to take away in researching and planning your presentation? What do you think, looking back and reviewing on the process, do you think you've taken out of your presentation and research you've done with it?
Firstly, it's going to be a real crash course for me, not pre-recording. Thank you, Aspect.
Yeah.
But I think I've taken away personally how to be a better clinical educator. It's just something that is so easily done, like I said before, and it makes me feel like I'm giving a better outcome to my students and a fairer outcome to them as well.
That sounds awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing your presentation anyway.
Thank you.
Jump on board. I look forward to seeing you at our virtual conference.